Speak Out with me.
Hello and welcome to Speak Out with me. I'm Riyanshi Yadav and I'm back again with all the insights on the hot topic from political arena or Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal, who was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate on March 21 in a money laundering case linked to the now scrapped excise policy. On June 26, the CBI formally arrested him in a corruption case linked to the alleged scam. The Supreme Court had granted him interim bail in the money laundering case on July 12th of 40 accused in the cases linked. Only two Kejriwal and businessman Amandeep Singh Dhal remained behind the bars. The Supreme Court has now granted regular bail to the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in the excise policies case. The Supreme Court set aside the Delhi High Court's August order. Justices Suryakant and Ujjal Bhuyan concurred on granting regular bail to Kejriwal. Last week, in the final hearing before the court were due to decide, Abhishek Singhvi, appearing for Mr. Kejriwal, pointed out his clients had already satisfied the triple test legal principle for bail, since the same court had given him bail in the ED case. CBI, on the other hand, has repeatedly pointed to what it believes is a mountain of evidence against Mr. Kejriwal, most of which is drawn from testimony of approvers, that is, former accused who have been pardoned or will receive lesser sentences for testifying against him. So we see that what did SC bench have to say? While both judges unanimously decided to grant bail to Kejriwal, Justice Ujjal Bhuyan deferred from Justice Kant regarding the CBI arrest and said that it was only to frustrate bail granted in the Enforcement Directorate ED case. Kejriwal has filed two petitions, one challenging the denial of bail and another against the upholding of his arrest by the CBI in that case. So we see that with the release of Kejriwal, a lot of ministers came up and reacted. Sunita Kejriwal, wife of the Delhi CM, has also reacted on the leader being granted bail by the top court. She said, "Congratulations to our family, kudos for staying so strong and wishing all the soonest release of our other leaders," she wrote on Twitter. Other ministers like Atishi also congratulated and said, "Mr. Arvind Kejriwal Satyamev Jayate." And in her first reaction after the SC granted bail to Delhi CM, she says that truth can be troubled but not defeated. Our Rajya Sabha MP Raghav Chadha reacts in CM Kejriwal's getting bail. "Welcome back, Arvind Kejriwal. We missed you. Truth can be troubled but not defeated." Finally, the Honorable Supreme Court has given its decision to release Delhi's son, Arvind Kejriwal, from the shackles of jail. Thanks to Honorable Supreme Court, says our Rajya Sabha MP Raghav Chadha. He took to Twitter after SC pronounced verdict granting bail to CM Kejriwal. Our leader Manish Sisodia also came up and said that today once again truth has won in the fight against lies and conspiracy. "I once again pay my tribute to the thinking and foresight of Baba Saheb Ambedkar ji, who 75 years ago had strengthened the common man against any future dictator." A lot of other MPs also came up, like MP Sanjay Singh came up and said, "Jail ke tale toot gaye hain." He added, "Dictatorship will not work in democracy. Dictators bow down somehow, who fights is needed. Modi's tyrannical rule could not break the spirits of Arvind Kejriwal. The prison locks were broken and now Arvind Kejriwal is released. A mountain of lies is falling. ED, CBI, BJP's false case has been exposed." Satyamev Jayate. They all came up to the Twitter and congratulated Arvind Kejriwal on release of the CM. Now let's quickly move on to the bail conditions on which the CM is released. Arvind Kejriwal bail conditions. Here is what he will not be allowed to do on bail. First, Supreme Court directs Arvind Kejriwal not to make any public comment on the merits of the case. Second, be present for all the hearings before the trial court unless exempted. Third, cannot visit his office or the Delhi Secretariat. Not allowed to sign any official file unless absolutely necessary to obtain the Lieutenant Governor's sanction. Now, from 2 days after he walked out of a prison on bail, he announced that he would resign from his post in 2 days. He called for an early assembly election in the national capital, allowing the people of Delhi to decide if he is honest. He says, "I am going to resign from the Chief Minister's post and I will not sit in the Chief Minister's chair until the public delivers its verdict on whether Kejriwal is honest or not." He told workers of the Aam Aadmi Party's office on Sunday a meeting will be called that all Aadmi Party's MLAs to choose a new leader who will serve as Chief Minister until elections are held, which is, I guess, been holding and the term is given for the February next year to uphold the elections of Delhi's next CM. The BJP termed his resignation plan a conspiracy to hide the blemishes of corruption, arguing that Delhi voters had already rejected Mr. Kejriwal's plea for a certificate of honesty in the past and in the recent Lok Sabha election, where the BJP won all the 7 seats in the capital. Then again, Mr. Kejriwal explained that he chose to resign now rather than during his time in the jail in order to save democracy and resist the BJP's attempt to break the app by purchasing MLAs and arresting opposition chief ministers. He emphasized that he had not entered politics for the money or power, but to serve the nation. When he also compared himself to Lord Rama and said that when Lord Rama returned from his 14-year exile, Sita had to undergo an Agni Pariksha and trial by fire. Today, I have returned from jail and I am ready to undergo my own Agni Pariksha, he added. Responding to the shocking development, BJP's Harish Khurana questioned that why the AAP leader is creating a drama.
केजरीवाल ने घोषणा करी कि वो 2 दिन के बाद रिजाइन करेंगे। सवाल ये उठता है कि 2 दिन का टाइम क्यों? रिजाइन करना था तो आज क्यों नहीं किया? मुझे लगता है ये एक तरह से फिर एक ड्रामा करने की रचने की कोशिश है कि मैं तो रिजाइन करना चाहता हूं, लोग रिजाइन नहीं करने देना चाह रहे, मेरे कार्यकर्ता रिजाइन नहीं करने देना चाह रहे। लेकिन जो जिस प्रकार का लोगों के अंदर आज गुस्सा है दिल्ली के अंदर कि आप रिजाइन क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो, पहले आपने रिजाइन करना चाहिए था जब आप जेल के अंदर थे। अब चूंकि सुप्रीम कोर्ट का ऑर्डर है कि आप ना सचिवालय जा सकते हैं और ना आप कोई फाइल साइन कर सकते हैं, तो आपके मुख्यमंत्री बने होने का औचित्य क्या है? इसलिए मेरा मानना ये है कि ये तो जो दिल्ली की जनता और हिंदुस्तान की जनता आज सवाल पूछ रही है, उससे डर कर आप ये तरह का ड्रामा रच रहे हैं और कुछ नहीं है।
Why after 48 hours, and why is he comparing himself to Mata Sita and Lord Rama, and why after like 48 hours he should resign today? In the past too he has done this, and people of Delhi are asking he can't go to the secretariat, can't sign the documents, then why is he taking so long to resign from the post of CM? Mr. Khurana replied that we are all ready, whether it is today or tomorrow, we will return to power in Delhi after 25 years. And now in the recent development, we see that Delhi Minister Atishi will take over as the Chief Minister after Arvind Kejriwal resigns from the top post after a meeting with Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena this afternoon. The decision was taken at Aam Aadmi Party legislators meeting yesterday, and at the meeting of Aam Aadmi Party's MLAs yesterday, party leader Dilip Pandey proposed that Mr. Kejriwal decide on the Chief Minister's face. When the AAP national convener proposed Ms. Atishi's name, all AAP MLAs stood up and accepted it that Ms. Atishi was elected leader of the legislature party. Apart from being the only woman minister in the Delhi cabinet, an Oxford University alumnus and the Rhodes Scholar, she is also in charge of 14 portfolios including education, finance, public work department, revenue and services. Atishi, known to work behind the scenes, became a household name as she became the face of the party after the arrest of the Kejriwal and top AAP leaders in the liquor policies case after Kejriwal arrest on March 21. Now we also see that what has worked in the Atishi's favor, that she was the trusted of Arvind Kejriwal, as after he went behind the bars, she holded as many as press conferences she could to support the CM. Strong backing by AAP's top brass. Third was most prominent woman face of AAP, extensive governance experience, and she single-handedly managed Delhi government in absence of Arvind Kejriwal. Now here also the big questions arises, which are that will Atishi contest the next Delhi CM elections by her face or not, or will Atishi be the temporary CM with Arvind Kejriwal being the CM face for 2025? If Atishi is going to be a temporary CM, then are the BJP's charges of being remote control justified? And is the BJP ready to pitch Basudri Swaraj as a challenger in Delhi? And will the Congress party support CM Atishi? Atishi was a regular at press conferences defending the AAP chief and articulating the government's stand. Ms. Atishi had worked extensively in the AAP's flagship exercise to overhaul education in the Delhi's school as well. Speaking to the media after the announcement, Ms. Atishi thanked that her mentor, Mr. Kejriwal, has trusted in her and said that Arvind Kejriwal has entrusted in me and given me this responsibility. I appeal to all the people of Delhi to make your son, your brother Arvind Kejriwal, the chief minister again because he is honest. A new leadership era for Delhi. Atishi's appointment as the new chief minister of Delhi marks a new chapter for both her and the Aam Aadmi Party. With upcoming Delhi Assembly elections, her leadership is expected to play a very important key role in shaping our strategy and public image. Her extensive background in governance, education, and public services sets her up to lead Delhi through a crucial period of transition. Now we see that Atishi's proven commitment to addressing the needs of Delhi's residents, coupled with her administrative experience, makes her a strong leader as the city prepares for the next election.
Speak out with me.